All right, Jake, just we'll start with the men. Recap how you felt they did and after winning the Stampede on Friday night.
All right, I would say that compared to the last 2 years, this was a much better start to our season than we've had the last 2 years. So I think that's a big takeaway for us. We're still missing Dan Hames. He's one of our guys I expect to be one of our top 1 or 2 guys out there. But you know, with the group that I have out there right now, I'm perfectly okay with that. If that's the top five that we have, I know that's a group of 5 guys that'll get us to the national meet. But we expect to get Dan back here in a couple weeks, and he'll be full strength by the time we get to that time of year. Ezekiel Kipchurcher, definitely in a great spot for us compared to even where he was last year at the junior college level. I think he's had a much better start to his season already than what he ran last year at Iowa Central. Briggs Whitlake looked great, Manuel too looked great, and we got to see some of our young freshmen go out there and run unattached, and they're giving a good case for themselves to not redshirt this fall and make me want to put them in the jerseys. So they haven't earned it quite yet, but they're making me have to think about it. So overall, good weekend for us, good way to start the season. We definitely have some work to do, and then we'll keep that going when we go to A&M this weekend.
Speaking of freshmen, how did you feel that the women's team did?
Definitely, I think that was a great start for them. Nothing that was like a superstar effort by anyone, but I think that we had, 7 girls just about within a minute of each other, and that's something that we haven't had the entire time I've been here. So, like I said last week, I think our depth there is going to be huge for us. Now we just have to find those 1 or 2 girls that are going to make a jump for us and be those front runners that we need to move our 1 or 2 of about 30 to 40 seconds. So we've got 2 months to figure that out and get a little better. But just starting out, I'm very pleased with that. We'd have loved to win. Losing by 1 point is always tough, but CSU Pueblo is a dang good team, and we'll just keep on trying to improve so we can keep closing the gap on them and the rest of the teams in the region.
Well, when you have that many runners within that same amount of time, does it make practice a lot more competitive day in and day out?
Yes, I think that competitiveness within the team is very important because if you have 7 or 8 runners that are really strong, then you know what, you're going to get an even better scoring 5. That everyone's going to be trying to get that spot and make each other better. So even if you're the 8th runner and you're not going to be on our regional or conference team or something like that, your job is essentially to make that 7th runner better, the 7th runner to make that 5th runner better, just because you're trying to get their spot. So we do see that in practice, and that's been one of the exciting things with the ladies, is that I've seen 2 or 3 groups develop during practice where we're working together and pushing each other rather than everyone out there just trying to work on their own and finish off workouts, which that gets kind of tough, and it's not a lot of fun out there. So we've seen that with the boys the last couple of years in practice, that it's always competitive. That's why we've been very, very good the last couple of years. And now hopefully that'll lead to the same kind of tradition with the ladies.
Preview this weekend for us.
This weekend, we're going down to College Station to race the A&M Invitational. We'd love to go down there and have the boys beat up on some of the D1 schools. That's the goal, to go down there. But also the national meet is going to be on a flat, fast course, so a lot of our schedule this year revolves around racing on some fast courses where you're going to get out, you're going to be uncomfortable, but you got to kind of put that chaos behind you and make sure that you take care of yourself, and we're ready for that come November 23rd.
What's more challenging, like something like where there's a lot of elevation change, or a flat, fast course?
It kind of depends who you are. We have some runners who really love the flats, and they're more track runners. So if you get a real rhythm race, which is just flat and fast, they're going to eat it up. But if we have some guys like Briggs Whitlake, he loved the muddy conditions and the rolling hills at nationals last year, and I think that was a big piece to him becoming an All-American last year, was that course really suited him. And so it's going to depend on who you are, but my goal is to have a couple different tools in our pocket that you can be able to handle any situation that's thrown at you.